Welcome back to the universe of power. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the power universe. While Tariq may have finally leveled up with a new connect and his enemies out of the picture, he could be making one of the biggest mistakes ever that could come back to bite him down the line by choosing to continue working with Effie. In today's video, I will take a deeper look into the possible connections that Effie could have with a former character in the OG Power series after we finally were introduced to her mother. I will also highlight what I believe could be Effie's ultimate agenda going forward. Out of every character from Power Book 2 Ghost, Effie is the only one that we still know very little about. That has led to a number of different theories and speculations centered around what Effie's true origins could be. In the final season of Book 2, we were finally introduced to Effie's mother when she popped up on campus. Based on their interaction with each other, Effie has been avoiding her mother for quite some time. But in my opinion, the introduction of Effie's mother has left us with two major answers that we had been searching for. We now know that Effie is half Italian, and her father is Puerto Rican, due to her last name being Morales. And this opens the possibilities of where Effie's hidden ties could be. Everything that has happened between Kane and Effie has really distracted us from the true nature of Effie's character. It's easy to forget how we were first introduced to Effie. Tariq would have never came across Effie if it wasn't for Brayden being so careless back at Choate, leading to Effie finding out that him and Tariq were dealing on campus. Which led to Effie requesting Brayden to set up a meeting between her and Tariq, and Effie threatened to snitch on them if Tariq didn't show up to meet her.
Someone wants to meet you.
What I tell you about that shit?
I know I tried, but she wants to meet you. She's fine as hell, bro. And she also said that, she's gonna turn us in if you don't show.
I believe that Effie's original intentions were to get Tariq out of the way at Choate because he was interfering with her business of moving product on campus. But what made Effie continue working with Tariq is what we all overlooked, in my opinion. Still to this day, we never learned who Effie's connect was back at Choate, and for all we know, Effie still could presently have ties to that old connect. Yes, I'm aware of Effie telling Kane in Season 3 about her running low on money and not being able to afford paying for Stansfield. But it's obvious that may have not been the case. How did Effie go from running low on money to having money saved up for school in California? That really doesn't add up. Which leads me to my next point. With Effie's mother Melissa being Italian, and her having a striking resemblance to Elisa Marie's Aunt Dolores from the OG Power series, I think that it's possible that Effie's mother and Dolores could be related. And since Dolores is tied to the mob, that could explain how Effie's college funds were funded. What if Effie is connected to the mob through her mother's side of the family? What if Effie's connect back at Choate was someone within the mob? It's possible that once Effie saw Tariq as a threat, she plotted to manipulate and seduce him to get under his wing. By learning who Tariq's connects were and learning everything going on in his life, Effie has all of the information that she would need to take him down at any given moment. But while in the process of her plan, Effie caught feelings for Tariq, and I don't think that she expected for this to happen. And this could have messed up everything that Effie originally had planned. Just look at how quickly Effie was able to team up with Noma and expose Tariq's plan of tracking Anya in the finale of Season 3. The minute Effie and Tariq were on bad terms, she was quick to align herself with Tariq's enemy who was trying to kill him. And Tariq may have made an even bigger mistake by working with Effie again, allowing her to run course correct at Stansfield. I believe that Effie is currently playing the long game with Tariq. She knows that Tariq currently has more power than he has ever had before, and I believe that Effie will try to make as much money off of Tariq as she possibly can, until the perfect time presents itself to once again cross him over. And even more recently, with Effie being aware of Brayden's drug addiction, I believe that she could try to use that against Tariq and turn Brayden against him in the future. Effie has always been the common denominator between Brayden and Tariq. She manipulated Brayden into introducing her to Tariq back at Choate, and she also manipulated Brayden into bringing Tariq back to her in Season 1 of Power Book 2. Similar to Ghost, what if the final betrayal for Tariq in the future is Effie shooting him? Within Tariq's history with Effie, he has already made two horrible decisions. Tariq's final mistake with Effie in the future could cost him everything if he doesn't decide to look into Effie's past, in my opinion. But the even bigger question surrounding Effie after being introduced to her mother is, where exactly is her father in current time? Now we know that her stepfather has been mentioned in the past, but we still don't know whether or not Effie's father is currently alive. In the future, I think that they could go in multiple directions with Effie's father. He could be tied to a street gang or even a cartel that ended up leaving Effie's mother at a young age. Or her father could very well be tied to the feds in some way. Throughout Effie's time on screen, she has done a number of questionable things that make us wonder whether or not she's an informant. Now I know that some of you might say, why hasn't Effie taken down Tariq by now if she was indeed an informant? And you might even bring up the fact of Effie getting arrested for the attempted murder of Lauren. Let me explain. I believe that it could be possible that Effie may have gotten caught hacking by the feds in the past, and they somehow made a deal with her to go undercover at Choate back in the OG series to find students dealing drugs on campus. But instead of Effie going back to the feds to snitch on Tariq, she just went back and snitched to the school to get him kicked out. And what if the other person that Effie texted was another dealer on campus that Effie was tasked to take down? What if Effie has been undercover ever since, trying to help build a RICO case against Tariq that would stick? Just look at how easily Effie was able to navigate through the NYPD database after hacking into it. Just look at how we have rarely seen Effie make any drug deals on screen, or catch any bodies. Just look at how easily Effie was able to switch schools in Season 1 and start attending Stansfield with Tariq. Or even look at how we really didn't get any kind of interaction on screen between Effie and Detective Carter when they had him held hostage. I found that last scene with Effie and Kane in the finale a little strange. 1 minute Effie is low on money and unable to continue to fund her schooling at Stansfield. And then the next minute Effie has an entire bag full of cash saved up that she was going to use to go off to attend school in Cali. For her to just give Kane all of the money that she had been saving doesn't really make any sense. And why would Effie decide to go back and work with Tariq again when we just saw her tell Kane that she wanted to get out of the game? Effie could have easily decided to leave New York with Kane. This is why when it comes down to it, I think that Effie has an agenda set out for Tariq, whether she's an informant or related to someone that Ghost killed back in the day. I think that Effie has been waiting for the perfect time for Tariq to slip up, but everything that has happened with Nelma and the Tejadas may have just delayed whatever plans that Effie has in store. And how do we really know whether or not Effie is really the age that she portrays? With her being a hacker, she could have very well changed some of her background information. In the next spin-off, I think we will see Effie start to turn Braden against Tariq, and maybe even sabotage Tariq's new operation. And I think that Diana will catch on to what Effie is doing before Tariq does, and we could see an inner battle between Effie and Diana. With the show introducing Effie's mother in the final season, it leads me to believe that we could see the next spin-off dive deeper into Effie's family story, where even more things could be uncovered about Effie. Keep in mind we don't know Effie's mother's last name. Now I have seen some people speculate whether or not Effie's mother is related to Tommy, due to her and Kate Egan's resemblance. But Kate is not Italian. Tommy's father, Tony Teresi, was. It would be interesting if we learned that Effie's mother was related to Tommy's father in some way. Do you think that there's more to Effie's character than what she portrays? Did Tariq make a huge mistake allowing Effie to work with him again? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the Power universe. See you all next time in the universe of Power.